Okay, so you're sitting at a red light, minding your own business, and suddenly your engine starts doing this weird dance, revving up, dropping down, all on its own. It's that surging idle that's not just annoying, but kind of worrying, right? Well, let's get under the hood, figuratively speaking, and figure this out. So, that surging RPM when you're just trying to sit still, that's your car trying to tell you something's not quite right. It's struggling to find that sweet spot, that smooth, steady idle. The good news is we can totally break down the most common reasons why, and we're going to start with the absolute smartest first move. Look, before you even think about grabbing a wrench or start guessing what's wrong, there's one thing you have to do first. We need to talk to the car's brain, its onboard computer. It's time to scan it. I'm serious, this is a total game changer. Don't guess when you can know. See, your car is constantly running self-diagnostics. If it senses a problem, it logs an error code. This code is like a breadcrumb trail that can lead you straight to the source of the issue. It's the biggest shortcut in your diagnostic toolbox. And it's so much easier than you think. Every car built since 1996 has a little plug under the dashboard called an OBD2 port. You just plug a scanner in, you can buy one for like 20 or 30 bucks online, and it'll read out any secret messages the car's been storing. It's that simple. And get this, here's the real pro tip. You might not even have to buy the scanner yourself. A lot of the big auto parts stores will do it for you for free. Just roll in, ask them to scan your car, and they'll tell you what codes pop up. That's an amazing zero-cost first step. Okay, so let's say you scanned for codes and came up empty, or you just want to check the most likely suspects. 9 times out of 10, idle problems come down to one thing. The engine isn't breathing correctly. It's all about airflow. So think of the throttle body as your engine's mouth. Inside, there's a little flap, a valve, that opens up to let air in when you press the gas. But over time, all this gross carbon gunk can build up around that flap, making it sticky and preventing it from controlling that tiny bit of air at idle smoothly. And you can really see what a difference it makes. A nice, clean throttle body lets that air flow through predictably, but a dirty one, it's literally choking the engine. The computer gets confused, opens the valve a bit, closes it, and it just can't find a stable spot, and that is what causes that annoying surge. Right next to the throttle body, you'll often find this little part called the idle air control valve, or IAC. Its entire job is to manage the air your engine gets when you're not on the gas. It's a little bypass for air. But just like the throttle body, it can get gunked up with carbon and stick. Here's a cool trick. While the engine is running, carefully unplug it. If the idle suddenly changes, gets worse, or even gets better, bingo, you've probably found your problem. Now, there's also the throttle position sensor. This sensor's job is to tell the computer how far open that throttle flap is. If it's sending wonky signals, the computer gets confused about what you're asking it to do, even when your foot is off the pedal, and that can lead to some wacky idle behavior. All right, another huge cause of idle issues is a vacuum leak. Your engine is designed to be a totally sealed system. If an old rubber hose cracks or a gasket fails, the engine starts sucking in extra air that the computer doesn't know about. This throws the whole air-fuel recipe completely out of balance, and the computer starts hunting for the right idle speed, causing that surge. So, how do you track one of these things down? Well, sometimes you can literally hear a hissing sound. The pro way is with a smoke machine. It fills the engine with smoke, and you just watch to see where it puffs out. But a classic DIY method is to carefully spray something like soapy water on the vacuum hoses. If the engine idle suddenly changes right when you spray a spot, it's because the liquid temporarily sealed the leak. You found it. Okay, so what if it's not a simple airflow problem? Well, then it's time to dig a little deeper into the other critical systems that keep your engine running: the sensors, the fuel, and the spark. The air-fuel mixture has 2 parts, right? So if the air side is okay, maybe it's the fuel or the spark. A dirty mass airflow sensor can tell the computer the wrong amount of air is coming in. Clogged fuel injectors can't spray fuel properly, leading to a rough run. And of course, old, worn-out spark plugs can cause misfires, which you'll definitely feel as a shaky, unstable idle. Heck, even a failing fuel pump or a clogged filter can starve the engine of fuel, making it surge as it struggles. Whew. I know, that was a lot of info. So let's pull all of this together and build a simple, straightforward action plan you can actually use. All right, here's your game plan. Step 1, always scan for codes. It is the fastest path to the truth. Step 2, check your airflow. That's the throttle body, the IAC valve, and hunting for those sneaky vacuum leaks. Step 3, if you're still stuck, then start thinking about those deeper issues: sensors, fuel, spark. And finally, step 4, hey, there is no shame in calling in a pro. If the easy stuff doesn't fix it, a good mechanic will have the tools to find the real problem fast. So there you have it. The next time your car starts doing that frustrating dance at a stoplight, you're not helpless. You're armed with knowledge. And it really leaves you with one final thought. Since a dirty throttle body is so common and often so easy to clean, could a simple $5 can of cleaner really save you from a $500 repair bill? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining this explainer.